Hey, what's good everyone? We're back for the round 22 review. So this week, as you can see, we did pretty decent. We were actually projected to do a lot better, but then Sunday kind of cruelled me yesterday. But anyway, still top 4% for the round, 7,660. And yeah, we actually moved up 50 places, so that was good. And yeah, nearly at about the 400th mark. Hopefully we finish top 1,000 still. I mean, there's only 2 weeks to go, but as you'll see, we don't have much injury cover at all. This week we had no one on the bench play. I mean, Houston, but Zach Reed came on for a loop, so really we're still no one on the bench. So yeah, Dowling got dropped, obviously, which hurt. And these two guys just absolutely kill me every week. Like, seriously, it's unbelievable. Joe Richards scored 0 as well. How many minutes did he play? He better have played like 5 or less. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, that's fine. I mean, you can't do much in 1 minute, can you? So, okay, that makes sense. Okay, anyway, we'll get into the team. So, Shees with 122, good. Happy with that. Then Hayden Young, 105, is good as well. He's just been in really good form recently. Really has been. So, yeah, like the last 6 weeks, been doing stellar. So, yeah, very happy with him. Dacos 66, again, okay, yeah, obviously terrible game from him. Is that his lowest score of the year, besides the round 2 game? Okay, well actually, and the round 13 game, but he got injured in this one anyway. He got subbed off. Okay, so just for filling you guys in, I pretty much watched 0 football this whole weekend, except the first half of Carlton v Hawthorn, which is good. Won that game. But I think for a combination of reasons. 1, I think the Olympics was on, so that was competing with it. Obviously done now, but it was on, so I was watching some of that. 2, I think probably I've lost a bit of interest in SuperCoach and therefore AFL for the last few weeks because I've got no trades left, so there's not really many things I can do besides captaincy, really. You know, I can't even really do any loops or anything. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you know, so I think those two, I mean, there might have been a third reason or something, but those are the main two. You know, like, I could plan for next year, but it is what it is. We'll get to it when he comes. So yeah, that's that. Luke Ryan, 156. I think people have been trading him out, because again, he hasn't been going super well. Actually, no, to be honest, not really. No, yeah, people have still been getting him in, which, I mean, is smart, because he was averaging 117, even though, again, he had a few lean weeks. But they weren't the worst, besides the 75 score. But 2 good games in a row now. So that's good to see from him. And Nick Martin went massive, 130. So again, I didn't see any of these games. So I can't really offer too much or anything. But what do you have? 36 hushes, 130. Yeah, definitely take that. And then Dan Houston, 111. Good to see from him. And what have we got else? So Bontempelli, 119. I think he wasn't doing too well in the first half from just checking the scores, but I'm honestly not too sure. 670k, so yeah, he's expensive if you want to get him, but if you don't have him at this point, you're probably not getting him at all, are you? So yeah, no, anyway, that's good. 119. Butters, 131. Good to see as well. Who'd they play again? Yeah, they played in Melbourne. So yeah, 132, 131. And yeah, he's been a really good starting pick, Zach Butters, for me. Him and Caleb Serong, 2 really good starting picks. Okay, Davies Uniacke, 109. Yeah, not too bad. You take a 109. And then Zach Merritt, 145. Obviously really good as well. So happy with that. What was his stats? Let's check him out. He had 32 behind, 5 tackles. That's good. Okay, and then Sarong, 114. 22 touches. So yeah, not even like a super amount for what he usually gets. 5 tackles again. He kicked 3 goals. That's crazy. He kicked 3 goals. Okay, well, no wonder he scored a lot then. He only kicked what? Actually, no, he kicked like 5 goals for the year, 6 goals for the year, something like that. He's missed a few, but yeah, 3 goals in 1 game for him. Crazy. Okay, Goulden, 80, so he didn't play too well. 14 touches, apparently got towed up by Still Sidebottom. Again, I wasn't watching, but apparently he did. So Rosie, 104, it's alright, you take a 104, I would say. Again, got this guy for 400k, so I'm happy with it. Walsh and 89, again, they got obliterated by Hawthorn, so I guess what do you expect? But yeah, it is what it is. You know, it hasn't really been super amazing, has he? Besides the first 2 games of the year, and I think he scored, yeah, a 148, but besides those, you know, he's still averaging 107 though, so I guess it's not too bad. But hey, it is what it is. And then, yeah, let's see, what else? Yeah, so Dowling got dropped, so that obviously hurts. Not necessarily so much for this week, but in future weeks. And I don't think he's going to get back in, given Adelaide won, so unless for an injury. But, yeah, who knows? And then Tristan Cherry, oh my goodness. I think I also did watch like the last 2 minutes of the West Coast North Melbourne game. That was crazy. West Coast came back from the dead, you know. But yeah, put the VC on him. I was going Cherry into Bontempelli, but I was like, hopefully, you know, I don't need to go past Cherry, and I didn't. So yeah, that was good. He's played very well now the last 3 weeks. What's his 3-week average? Probably like 160 or something. Let's see. Yeah, 160, 5 round of 140. It's insane. That's the All-Australian ruck right there as well. Tristan Cherry. Grundy, I reckon at the start of the season it was Gawn, then it shifted to Grundy, and now it's Cherry. I think just because Gawn, I mean, he missed some time. He was a little bit out of form at some points. Grundy is having a big out of form stretch now, as you can see. And again, like, SuperCoach isn't actual football necessarily. It's just stats of it. But, I mean, if you watch the games, I think it is a reflection of it as well. Of his downtrend in form, Brodie Grundy. And obviously Tristan Cherry dominating. So anyway, that's that. And look, is Grundy going to get rested? I feel like he probably can now, given Sydney are still a game clear on top of the ladder. I'm pretty sure they are now on 60 points, and I think the second team's on 54, something like that, given Brisbane lost. But yeah, so they probably can. But I would question, like, would you even want that? Like, if he gets rested this week, say, then, you know, he's only playing one game in the last 3 weeks in the lead up to finals. Do you really want one game in 3 weeks? I don't think so. Or, like, even if he misses round 24, then he's playing 0 games in the last 2 weeks up until finals. I'm not sure you want that. So, to be honest, I think if you rested him, it had to be this week or the week before. And they weren't in a position to do that because they were losing quite a lot of games. So now I think you've just got to play him for the remaining 2 weeks. Again, like, top spot on the ladder is not locked in. They most likely will get it, but it's not locked in. So, yeah, that's that. And then, let's see. Okay, Flanders 93, so it will drop below the ton last week, and he does again here. That's crazy. So yeah, last time he played Melbourne, he only scored 41. That's insane. Hopefully he does better here. But again, everyone's got him, so it doesn't really matter too much. And yeah, let's see. Zorko's been in some good form as of late. 117, 96, 138, 129, so that's good. He had a few lean weeks here, but now he's good again. And let's see, what else is there? Heaney, 144, so yeah, really good fight back game from him. He showed out, you know, he wanted it. He got Swans over the line, so that's good for him. 29, and a goal, 3 behinds. Did he get any Brownlow votes? Again, I didn't watch, so I don't know. But yeah, anyway, and Dylan Moore, this guy got robbed. 29 touches, 15 marks for a 97. Are you kidding? This should have been 150. What was happening? You know, how did he only get 97? That was crazy. Like, no Hawthorn players really got that much. I think they had a lot of people getting like the 90s, and a few people I think they only had like 2 people get above 100, which is crazy in like an 80-point win, you know, to only have that much. But yeah, I mean, I think they did have like 7, 8, 9 people getting in the 90s, so I guess, you know, they shared it around a lot. And, you know, 17. It sounds like I'm like mocking Anthony Hudson when he was calling Buddy Franklin when he kicked 13 goals. But no, this is 17 SuperCoach points for Charlie Curnow. This is your Coleman medalist? Like, seriously? I actually don't understand it. I really don't. You know, how do you score 17 points in a full game of football as, you know, a Premier key forward? Seriously. Actually, no, it wasn't a full game, to be fair. He only played 59 minutes. But he scored 33 the week before in a full game. So he's not really getting off that easily. I know he's got an injury. I know he does. But still, you've got to fight harder. You know, like, he was just a clanger merchant in this game as well. What do you have? 2 touches, and he did kick 2 goals, I think. One goal he kicked. But he only had 2 touches. That's crazy. He's just, oh my god, and he gave away 2 free kicks. He gave away the same amount of free kicks as he had touches. That's crazy. 2 marks as well. That's insane. How do you give away the same amount of free kicks as you did marked? You know, that's crazy. That's crazy. It is what it is. Like, I was just looking at his form before. Like, look at this. Look at this. You know, so, like, I traded him in after round 13. Like, he's been pretty solid here. You know, he had that one bad game against Collingwood, 59. But I'm like, look, if his floor is 59 and he scores that once in the run home, it's not the worst. You know, he's got a pretty decent ceiling as well. In 122, you know. But look at this, you know, credit to him, he has had a few good games for me, 118, 119, 106, you take those definitely, 89 isn't the worst, but look at the other ones, 54, 33, 33, 17, 17, 17, oh my gosh, they need to, like, drug test him for being so bad, like, seriously, what's going on, I know he's got an injury, but it can't be that bad, you know, it can't be, if he's playing. Seriously, like, if you play, then, like, you open yourself up to criticism, I guess, sort of, but, anyway, oh, and what's even worse is this guy, like, sure, like, at least he tripled Charlie Cano's score, you know, over-tripled it, crazy, you know, crazy to say that he over-tripled another premium score when he only scored 52 himself, but he did, but, what's his 3-round average, 63, 58, 52, like, what am I looking at? What am I looking at? Like, if Billy Dowling was playing, I would have just played him over him. Like, that's unbelievable. You know, like, seriously, what is going on? Like, at this point, like, no, he's thinking he's gonna leave and go to, like, West Coast or something. Are West Coast even gonna want him if he's playing this bad? No, like, obviously they will, but, like, seriously. It's unfathomable. And Joe Richards, how do you score 0? I'm just joking, he only played 1 minute. But, seriously, you know, what's that? 69 combined points from these two. That's, oh my gosh. 2 premiums, 69 points. If one of them scored that, I'd be alarmed, let alone both. That's crazy. Okay, anyway, it is what it is. We move. That's why I was projected on Sunday. I was projected to get like 2650 or something like that. I was projecting a massive score. But then these two just went terrible. I guess it was kind of offset by the fact that Jai Caldwell ended up only going 55, who like 90% of the top 1% have him. So that was kind of lucky for me, because he's been dominating. He's been putting like 100 points on Charlie Cano the last few weeks. Not that much. Maybe like 80 or 90 points, which is still a crazy amount. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all we've got there going through the team. Any players we can check? Yeah, so I've still got the top 8, which is interesting. Daco's about to fall off a cliff, though. Gorn's been going well as well recently. 177, 130, 97. Yeah, that's good. Actually, I said he had a lean patch of form. He actually didn't really, did he? I guess these are kind of below standard for him, but that's just because he's a really good ruckman. So, yeah, that's actually not too bad. I mean, he's got a 125 average, so he actually has been doing amazing still. Yeah, maybe he is the All-Australian ruck. I'm not sure. Probably is, to be honest. Even though Cherry's been going really well the last 3 weeks. But, I mean, Cherry, 118 average, to be fair. I think it is set and forget next year. Gawn and Cherry. Especially Cherry. Gawn's a bit more injury prone. He's obviously a bit older and everything. But I think Cherry's definitely set and forget. Anyway, Bontempelli, also 127, leading the comp again. Crazy. So, yeah, anyway, that's just that. Anyway, we'll get into captaincy for this week now. So, okay, let's take a look through it. So we got Sheasel against Bulldogs, probably a tougher matchup, and Bulldogs are going to want to win after losing to Adelaide, so probably will avoid. Young against GWS, tougher matchup, so probably will avoid. Dacos against Brisbane, tougher matchup, so going to avoid that. Ryan against GWS again, so tougher matchup, will avoid it. Martin against Sydney, tougher matchup, will avoid. Houston against Adelaide. Okay, so Adelaide are in good form though now as well. I think really like the really easy matchups that you want to look for right now is like West Coast. Even North Melbourne isn't too bad. I mean, I still don't think Adelaide is the worst matchup. But yeah, let's see. Anyone else? Richmond's a good matchup as well. St Kilda's not the worst matchup. But yeah, anyway, we'll get through these. So Houston, yeah, maybe. Let's see. How much are they giving up? Adelaide to designated kickers. Oh no, they're very negative. Okay, no, we're not going to go him. Bontempelli against North Melbourne. That's a good matchup. Didn't he put 180 on them last time or something? 157. Okay. So what are they giving up now to midfielders? North Melbourne are actually negative. So yeah, that's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Melbourne are also a decent matchup as well. But yeah, I mean, I think it's at Marvel, so I think that's a safe fallback option going bottom to belly. Butters against Adelaide. How's his recent form against them? 124, 134, 79. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I wouldn't be too mad going Butters. What's them against midfielders? They're pretty much neutral, Adelaide. So Butters may have a decent matchup there. Davis Uniacke against Bulldogs. Or what are they? They're negative by a bit. So not going to go Butters or Davis Uniacke. Rather, Merritt against Sydney probably will avoid. Although Sydney actually aren't in the best form, to be completely honest with you as well. They're only a little bit negative to midfielders. Maybe. Sarong probably won't. Goulden. Could go Goulden. What's his recent form against Essendon? 149 he scored against them earlier this year. Oh, he's actually got really good form against them. I didn't realise that. Yeah, he goes massive against them. Yeah, he's got their number, for real. For real. What did Essendon give up to mids? Or even a winger or anything? As he kind of is. A bit positive. Yeah, decent bit positive there. So yeah, I think Goulden's an option then you could go this week. Potentially Goulden. So Goulden and Bonds are probably leading at this stage. Rosie. I think Rosie's got good form on Adelaide as well, doesn't he? Well, he was kind of injured in this game, I think. But these ones are good. Probably not going to captain him though. Walsh against West Coast is a good matchup. But it is at West Coast. And I don't really trust Sam Walsh with the captaincy. Just doesn't have like captaincy where these scores in his last 3 against them. So probably will avoid. Cherry. Okay, so Cherry's the obvious one. Exceptional form. Exceptional form. Again, hasn't dropped below the 100 for, 11 games, 10 games, whatever it is, since round 10. So he's the obvious one that you've got to go with. And I think I probably will. What do Western Bulldogs give up in the ruck? Oh, they're only barely positive, to be fair. I think that's the thing you've got to look at. So the top 3 teams that give up points in the ruck is Geelong, Richmond and West Coast. Who has Cherry played in the last 3 weeks? Geelong, Richmond and West Coast. So I think there is a bit of an explanation for why he has been dominating, but he's also been playing really well. So you got to take note of that. Grundy against Essendon. What do they give up in the ruck? Negative. So not going to go him, and he hasn't been in good form either. Flanders against Melbourne. He actually hasn't been in the best of form recently, to be honest, so I wouldn't fall back captain him or anything. But he's not too bad, obviously. So 25, 22 touches there. 2 goals he kicked as well. That's pretty good. Okay. But yeah, wouldn't look to go him. Zorko against Collingwood isn't actually too bad a matchup. Designated kickers, what a Collingwood. Yeah, they're very positive. I don't think I'd captain him, though. I think I've just got a few better options than Dane Zorko. Consistency-wise, probably. Heaney against Essendon. Probably wouldn't look to captain him. What are they as well to midfielders? I think we just looked at this, didn't we? Yeah, a bit positive. Dylan Moore. Wouldn't look to captain him against Richmond. He didn't play amazing either the last time he played him, did he? Yeah, 74. So, I do remember that game. So, let's see. Hawthorn against Richmond. Or Richmond, where are they? Yeah, they're a bit positive. But again, that's okay. Kerno, definitely not captaining him, even though his recent form against West Coast is insane. 170, 186, 142. I mean, if there's ever a week to play well, it's this week. But again, is he even going to play? I'm not sure. And if he doesn't, I mean, I guess we've got Joe Richards as cover, but I mean, he just scored 0, so we'll see. Shea Bolton, not going to captain him. Absolutely not. So I'd rather captain Billy Dowling. Like, I legitimately would rather captain Billy Dowling than I would Shea Bolton. If Billy Dowling was playing, that is. So, do Hawthorn give up any points? Not really. So yeah, not captaining Shea Bolton, and I wasn't going to anyway. I don't know why I checked that. Okay, anyway, let me see. How would I set this up for this week? Zach Reid, Dawson, not against Bulldogs. Zach Reid, not against Sydney. Dowling, if he plays, not against Port Adelaide. Not in a showdown. I don't trust him yet. Zazara against Bulldogs, nah. Kyan Brown against Gold Coast, probably not. Vicentini against, who's he got there? Riley O'Brien, probably not. Probably not going to play either. Probably none of these guys are. Maybe Joe Richards, actually. Maybe Billy Dowling. Probably not, though. Joe Richards against Brisbane, probably not. And Livingston against Carlton, probably not going to play. So, again, based off all of that, I'm thinking Gould and VC, just with the form he's got against them. And he's had a few down weeks, so he's going to want to play well. You know? So, yeah. He's going to want to play well. So, I'm thinking him. And then we'll go captaincy on. We will go Bontempelli. That's what I think. Yeah. Who here had a really good matchup? I feel like there was someone. No, but Butters has good form against Adelaide as well. So you could do him if you wanted. But yeah, I think this is what I'm thinking at this stage. My captaincies the last few weeks have also been really good. Like, look at it. So, round 22, 185. The round before that, round 21, 182. Round 20, 151 was Cherry. I think the round before that, it was 89. I think that was Zach Butters, wasn't it? Yeah, so that wasn't that good. And then round 18, I think that was good as well. That was, Errol Goulden. So, recently it's been pretty good. But, yeah, that's just what I'm thinking now. So, yeah, and can we loop? So, Goulden first on the Friday, Bontempelli on the Sunday. And loop-wise, we'll be able to use Vicentini looping with Cherry. That should be fine. Okay, so that will work out. So we'll see how that all goes. And this is pretty much how we're lining up. Crazy, only 2 more weeks to go of the season. It's really dragging out. It really is. You know, we're lucky to not have any injuries yet for people missing games yet, since we, we're on 0 trades 3 weeks ago. But we might this week, to be honest. Cano might be out. I think that's the only one, really. But, yeah. Anyway, I mean, the thing is, Carlton need a win. So, they're not guaranteed for the top 8. They're out of the top 8 right now, aren't they? So, they need a win. So, you'd think they'd play their best team. Even though they are only playing West Coast. They need to make sure of it. But, hey, it is what it is. So, we'll see. We will see. But anyway, that's just that. Thank you guys all so much for watching. And I will see you in the next one.